I with Franco. You know the funny thing about life? Talk to him, train. It be the closest people to you, be your biggest haters. It's better when you see you do good, just not better than them. Huh? Let your haters motivate you and elevate you. Alright. It's getting niggas hate me because of the way I'm living. I know them fans watching me because of the way I'm living. She tryna run with her, she love the way I'm living. And I'm always keep it jigger, that's the way I'm living. Got all this racks on me, got all this ice on me, got them shooters, so gon' ride for me and die for me. Got niggas hate me because of the way I'm living. And I'm always keep it jigger, that's the way I'm living. She like to love me better when I ain't have it, but now they ain't better see me living lavish. Pull up an Onyx and I let them strippers have it. I show my sometimes cause I ain't never had it. Hard until I came from the bottom, throwing all the dollars, rockin' Gucci, rockin' Prada, and the baddest model. Fresh as hell when I step out, hit the club and showing up, standing up on the couches. Now the whole club asking bottles. Got it. Hate me because of the way I'm living. I know them fans watching me because of the way I'm living. She tryna rock with her, she love the way I'm living. And I'ma always keep it jigger, that's the way I'm living. Got all these racks on me, got all this ice on me, got them shooters so gon' ride for me and die for me. Got them hate me because of the way I'm living. And I'ma always keep it jigger, that's the way I'm living. Make it feel the type of way. Bad in my face. Try to step away. Give me money every day. What I had to say. I ran it up in the race. 100 bands. I'm trying to get to the money man. Couple stacks in a row bag. Make it do the money days. The way she know I'm going through it. Was a quarterback. The way I ran around the bags. I thought was a running back. Got it. That's me because of the way I'm living. I know them fans ain't watching me because of the way I'm living. She tryna run with her G, she love the way I'm living. And I'ma always keep it jigger, that's the way I'm living. Got all these racks on me.
Blackout. That's all I gotta say about that. Blackout.
Well,
Sorry, my crap jack.
Blackout.
What happened to you?
We live. I don't know what the heck going on with my computer. What y'all doing?
Blackout.
Chill.
Wayne Woodard, what's up with the sound effects? You good?
That's how I'm feeling this week. I just realized that, like, never mind. This ain't, you know what I'm saying? It's not even gonna really apply for real. Cause like this ain't one of them kind of podcasts. But I gotta keep it a buck.
You gotta keep it a buck.
What's
up, Daniel?
I realized this week
Shit,
that
sorry,
when it comes to penning this, when it comes to and anything I write, a lot of people can't mess with me for real. Like when I really think about it. I had a moment of clarity this week.
Damn.
I'm just like,
what was that?
I'm like, I was so used to underselling myself in my head that I was like, I forgot who I was.
Thanks for the support, Carl.
But I remember now. So
What up, Carl, bro? You remember now? You back to reality? You woke up.
Listen, man. Because it's crazy. Like you live, and I like my friends. They hit me up. They're like, "Yo, you cool?" Blah blah blah. I'm like, "Yeah." Like I was like, I see me again. Like when you look at yourself through somebody else's lens, you don't see you. You see how they want you to be or how they feel like you should be. But like when you get with somebody who's like, "Yo, you're pretty freaking amazing. Heads up." And it's like, yo, I am. So yeah, we bike.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That's what happens when people pour into you. You actually grow. You blossom. You flourish.
word.
Mm-hmm. You get a lustrous skin like Adrian. Y'all, I can't believe it's Tuesday already. I feel like it was just the weekend.
Hold on, I gotta ask a real quick question. When do y'all eat dinner? Do y'all eat dinner before or do y'all eat dinner after this is over?
It depends. Like, I'm gonna eat after this.
It's already defrosted?
Yeah. I mean, I'm eating shrimp and grits, so.
So the South do
Me
got
and
something to
eating
say.
don't get along.
Hey.
What do you
This is
mean you
my
and
food.
eating don't get along?
I don't really eat. I've
Well,
probably eaten what I'm going to eat today.
Well, see, I'm like Wayne. You know what I'm saying? I got to get the meals in. So I'm not necessarily hungry, but I know I need to get them calories in. So I'm about
to make a sausage, egg, and cheese sandwich.
Can you bring my purse?
I am.
Hey, shrimp and grits, baby.
Yeah, I'm supposed to eat. I get yelled at all the time. I eat sometimes.
By me.
Look, my son said by him.
Young King.
He's like, Mom, you gonna eat? Depends.
D, what is your favorite food? Like as a, and I know like you being a master personal trainer, like you probably got to say the right thing, but keep it a buck. Like what is your favorite? My fault, you right? Nah, because like some people
I love salmon. I do. I really love salmon. Like that's like my favorite thing to cook, to eat. When I go out to eat, I order salmon. I love salmon.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, so you want to know like what?
Right, maybe we was looking for something more. You know what I'm saying? Like
you wanted me to like my favorite unhealthy thing to eat.
Yeah, say that.
Oh, probably macaroni and cheese. I like macaroni and cheese.
Okay.
What's yours?
I rocks with macaroni and cheese. Hey man, I could eat French fries every single day.
From where?
I mean, it's a couple places actually.
Checkers.
I love Checkers fries. I actually I keep a bag in the freezer.
In the freezer.
Yes.
I knew it. I knew it.
I love Checkers fries. Like, yo, the fat boy in me. Let me tell you what I used to do especially when I used to eat fast food like that. I would go get a burger somewhere else and then circle back to Checkers to get their fries. Because I ain't really rock with they burgers like that. So I might go get a Big Mac and then go get Checkers French fries.
Oh my god!
So I love Checkers fries. I love Five Guys fries. I love Red Robin's fries.
I love Red Robin's fries.
I be smashing them. You hear me? I be smashing.
I love their turkey burger too.
Nah, I'm eating real burger, but
I don't eat beef, so
I eat turkey burgers. I thought about eating one today, but
I just made some for my son.
See, but yeah, French fries for me.
I like tacos. If you serve me tacos 3 days a week, 4 days a week, 5, I wouldn't be mad. If you said, "Hey, wait, it's tacos today," for the fourth time, yes, I love tacos. I eat like 4 at a time.
Okay.
My first sitting, I eat 4 of them. The ones where you could stand them up. Smash 4 of those. Smash 4 of those, and then like I wait like 2 hours and I eat 3 more. Game over.
I eat tacos. Okay. I like soft tacos though.
Oh, my son likes soft tacos.
I don't really eat hard shell tacos.
I like the crunch. I like hard shell.
I need that.
But I gotta make them with ground turkey. So
I'm more of a burrito.
Nah, turkey. You know what's crazy? Turkey tacos, like when you season the meat right, it don't even really matter. Beef, turkey, it don't matter.
I like beef.
No beef.
You know what? I think it's for the simple fact when I was like super, super healthy fitness, like I ate so much chicken breast and so much turkey that I'm not eating that. Like I'm not eating that. I refuse to eat a chicken breast because first off, chicken sandwiches are overrated unless it's a chicken thigh between that bread. I'm gonna say that one more time. Chicken sandwiches are overrated unless it's a thigh between that bread.
Chicken thighs, that's the best meat.
I don't like chicken sandwiches like that. I'm not a big
I don't rock with
chicken
chicken
fan.
sandwich.
I'm not a big chicken fan either. So
Didi, stop.
So you just a pescatarian then? You just a
Didi,
pescatarian?
I eat chicken. I do eat chicken, but I'm not. That's not like my go-to. I'm not a big chicken fan.
Next thing you gonna say is you don't eat watermelon. Come on now, stop.
I love watermelon actually.
Oh, okay. I was about to. I'm about to dive right through this. About to dive right through this.
I eat chicken, but sometimes everybody don't clean their chicken. Chicken is iffy. I got a very simple palate, so if it ain't right, I just ain't gonna eat it. Just can't do it.
Oh, you bougie.
But beef, I don't eat beef. First of all, it takes 7 days to digest beef, and I don't want dead meat sitting in my stomach that long. It's gross. That's how cancers grow. Just ain't gonna do it. And I haven't eaten beef since 1999, so no, I'm good on that.
99 in the 2000s.
Stupid.
Let's get started. Okay. It's not gonna go nowhere.
Yes. Let me introduce my illustrious co-host over there, Adrian Taylor, aka
M.I. Crooked Letter.
Crooked Letter. You see what I'm saying?
the SIP.
Yes, ma'am.
AKA
Author Adrian Taylor. Yeah.
Yes, author.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because we finished on, because we finishing that book. You know, it's the process is 95% done now. So let's go and throw that author again.
Then we have the one and only sexual chocolate, Mr. Wayne Stephen, aka
Wordplay Wheezy, Word Game Wheezy, Wordsmith Wheezy, Word Wheezy.
AKA
Jules Wayne Tanner. Now, the spelling of that Jules is Joules because that's how you measure heat. Joules. That's how you measure heat. Jules Wayne Tanner.
That's my god sister's line name, Jules. Jules. Delta Sigma Theta Incorporated.
And we have Miss Didi Legette, aka
y'all know what it is, the core queen herself.
AKA
in my head, David Banner's wife.
AKA don't worry about what's in her cup.
Yo, you want to hear something crazy? I was literally just about to add. I was, yo, what you got? What you got in that goblet?
Same thing I had last week. Tito's and Diet Coke.
Yo, remember when niggas was gobbling it up? Like niggas was just having goblets.
Yeah.
Damn, Little John.
Oh damn, I forgot all about that with them big ass crunk cups.
Yeah. Little John niggas out here looking stupid in the street, like kicking it on the block with goblets.
But Dave's bedazzled goblets.
Mad bedazzled.
Bedazzled.
With the big belts. Y'all remember them belts that had the thing was scroll across the belt? Oh my god, ignorance.
I had a couple homies that had those belts for sure.
Look at him distancing himself from it. Like he ain't go.
Oh no, I never did nothing like that, bro.
That wasn't Aiden. No, I knew him back in the day a little bit. He wasn't that guy.
No, I never did nothing like that. I never been flashy like that. Yeah, I ain't flashy, so I don't like attention like that drawn to me based off of flashy things. I'm subtle. If my watch is subtle, like it might cost, but I'm subtle.
I agree with that.
All right, well, we are going to dive into the Black-owned business spotlight. We have this one is pretty near and dear to me because I love young kings and queens doing their thing at a young age. So this is a young king by the name of Stefan Sanders. He is the owner of Street Games LLC, a mobile entertainment company covering Tampa and Charlotte. At a glance, Stefan may look like your typical teenager that loves sports and gaming, but he is a young man with a vision. It all started out with a simple birthday request. With the help of his mother, Tiffany Autumn Bell, he was able to launch Street Games the week of his 13th birthday. 2 years later, Street Games has blossomed from his dream of just playing the game, but building a gaming empire into reality. The fully loaded game theater with the latest games and gaming consoles was the start of it all. Street Games grew into so much more. The mobile entertainment unit brings the party to your door. Stefan, who is now, I believe, 15 or 16, he has been featured on several news channels, several radio stations, including ABC Action News, WFTS Tampa Bay, and Channel 10 News in Tampa. So Stefan is killing the game with his mobile gaming truck, Street Games. I will put the links in the comments. If anybody wants to shout him out, check him out, book him. If you're in Tampa or the Charlotte area, book him. It's an amazing. I've booked him before. So he has the gaming truck. It has the outdoor mobile movie theater. He has the silent party headphone thingies. Like it's pretty amazing. The young man is pretty amazing. So, and he has also been mentored by, I don't know, Derek. You know the guy with tattoos on his face? You know
Derek Grace.
Derek Grace,
Derek
yeah.
Grace.
He's been mentored by him. So he's in the know. Everybody knows him. He's been on several talk shows talking about his gaming truck. So he's pretty awesome.
Shout
out to Stefan. And y'all know Tiffany is a frequent viewer of the show. So that is her son.
I was gonna say, didn't we cause I remember her saying that one time when we was on, that's when we was all like, was it like when all of us was on the screen and she had mentioned something about that. That's dope.
Yep.
That's mad dope.
Yeah, he's awesome. All right. So y'all want to dive into the top trending topics of the week. My. So we will start with Christian, I don't know how to say his last name, who was Obumseli. You see how I put the African accent in there?
I know, I heard it. Wakanda forever. I heard you.
So, he was murdered by his white girlfriend, Courtney Tailor. And it has brought on this uproar on social media because some of his old tweets have come back to haunt him. I'll read some of the old tweets if you like. So, some of the stuff he said, Martin's show is just too funny. Gina be hating too much with her loud black self. Can't believe, I don't know what this OOMF means. Y'all know what that means? I don't know.
It's like a crush. It's like a crush. I used to know what it meant.
Okay, thinks I talk to black girls when I don't. The thirst of black people in college, shaking my head. Once again, I'm tired of these black girls in my government class. Black girls aren't the only ones who can cook in the world. The way black girls disgrace themselves on TV. Black girls are born knowing how to shake their ass. Honestly, I don't care. They not my type. Can't believe whatever the OOMF thinks I talk to black girls when I don't. That's the same one. But yeah, so those are the tweets that are going around. And so now Black Twitter, Instagram, whatever, they're saying we not helping with nothing. We sitting this one out because his brother sent out a message asking for the community to help bring his brother's murder to justice and get this girl locked up because they pretty much let her out. She's been at bars just chilling like she didn't do anything with no remorse. So what do y'all think? You think black folks should sit it out?
I'll let Adrian go first.
Man, I mean, I get it. It's tough, but he doesn't deserve to die. No. And so, I mean, I know most people are definitely conflicted, with the situation for his disdain and hate for, black women, which definitely sucks. And it's horrible because if dating white women was your preference, that's cool. I'm pretty sure we're gonna talk about that later. But also, yeah, he don't deserve to die. So he deserves justice. Might be an asshole, but he still deserves justice, and he should get it. And that's all I can say. keeping it nice because he's no longer here. So, you know, if he was here, I would have a whole lot more to say about this young man. But
well, if he was still here, there wouldn't be a story.
yeah, you're right. Well, if you know, if he got stabbed or, you know, just put in the hospital, you know. But yeah.
How old were those tweets?
I don't know.
And how old was he
hold
now?
on.
Like, what was he? I said, was he now? That's ridiculous. It's mad tone deaf.
The tweets are 2000 from 2011 and 12. Oh, well, here's one from 2015. Yeah, from 12 to 15, 11 to 15.
Okay. So when I really think about what Twitter was then, like Twitter was the space. It was like Wild Wild West Twitter 2012. You could say whatever, because everybody who had a scandal over Twitter and said some outlandish stuff, down to like white people saying the N-word on Twitter to Hispanics, everybody was wilding on Twitter before the world. That's when the world was tone deaf. They didn't care about nothing. But saying that to say, when you're young and taking a stance that maybe people feel like you shouldn't take, you say stupid stuff like that. You say things, you say hateful things, like you say hurtful things, and you don't think that those things are going to circle the block on you, especially at an inconvenient time where you can't really defend yourself. So you don't really see stuff like that coming. And that's what being young is. But Black Twitter saying, first of all, Black Twitter, it's just the concept of it all just throws me. Just there's a section of Twitter that's like, F that nigga. Like, I can't. Like, so if let's, in keeping with the context, if everybody was judged and off of everything that they said that was wrong, nobody would help anybody ever. So for there to be this kind of like fake social justice stance, like he said that, there's no way we're gonna support this. That's weird. Like, what to what end? Like, what is the goal? If that's the stance you're gonna take, what's the goal? What's the goal?
Well,
He's dead. He's dead. What is the goal? No.
I think it's so multifaceted with this. I think number one, because Black Twitter is very powerful in the things that they have been able to accomplish when it comes to their outrage or whatever it is. They've been able to accomplish some stuff. However insane it sounds, but they have. And I think the one thing that the Black Twitter, whoever is outraged about the most, is that the brother asked for help from the community, and they're trying to figure out what community, because he didn't like us. So that was one thing. But that's just me speculating. I don't know. I believe that regardless to what his feelings were, I think she needs to be held accountable. No matter, to me, it's not even really about him anymore. It's about the fact that this white woman is walking around free after she just stabbed somebody to death and acting like ain't nothing happened. I think that should be the bigger issue. That should be the bigger concern. Like, she literally just sat there with blood all over her. They plastered it all over the news, all over social media, with that man's blood all over her while she's sitting there playing with her dog, waiting for the cops to get there. And then she had a bar a couple days later when she get out chilling. Like, if that ain't white privilege.
Did she say why she did it, or was she not questioned yet?
I think it was something about some mental capacity or some shit like that. I don't know. I don't know. But I don't think, the sad part is that there is a need for some type of justice when it's blatantly clear what happened.
Right.
That should be more of an outrage as well. But it's hard to go to bat for people who don't like you because of the color of your skin. It's hard to do it. Dead or alive. It's just like, to have empathy for somebody who showed that much disdain. I don't care how old you are. That's a character that's in you. That's deep rooted. That's something that's just you. Because you don't just go around talking about not liking Black girls in that depth and everything that you do, TV shows you watch, in your class, all the things that you are and that you do, you don't like them that much that it takes over that much of you, and then now it's coming back to bite you. I mean, I don't know.
Oh,
I mean, your girl did
Can't
the
really
same
bite
thing. You know, your girl Doja Cat did the same thing.
But they forgave her. I still don't like her.
Nah, I don't rock with her. I don't forgive you.
When I hear her song, I turn this shit off.
I don't listen to it either.
What did she say? I don't even remember. What happened?
She was in a room with some type of groups or something, chat rooms.
Yeah,
with a bunch of white people.
Yeah,
white
dogging out
supremacists,
black people, talking bad about black
N-words,
people,
all kinds of stuff.
Oh yeah, all types of stuff.
Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah.
Hey Tiffany, you missed it. We shouted out Stefan in Street Games. Hey. Yeah, so I don't know. I think they're gonna sit it out. They don't have no sympathy for him. Sucks, I guess. But I would like to try something new. I don't know how it's gonna work, but I'm gonna try it anyway. Because I want people to get the full context of the Cam Newton clip. So I'm gonna try to play it while we're on here so that they can get the context, and then we can actually have the conversation about it. Cross your fingers.
I'm ready for that.
So, and if y'all listening, the next topic is about Cam Newton's comments that he made about women, and he's been getting backlash all week about his comments. So y'all listen, and we'll talk about it if it play.
Household, my mom, my father, and my grandmother, I knew what a woman was, not a bad bitch.
Can y'all hear it?
Okay, what's the difference?
A woman.
Okay.
A bad bitch is, girl, I'm a bad bitch. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I look the part, but I don't act the part.
Okay.
A woman for me is handling your own, but knowing how to cater to a man's needs, right? And I think a lot of times when you get that aesthetic of like, I'm a boss bitch, like I'm a this, I'm a that. No, baby, but you can't cook.
Okay.
You don't know when to be quiet. You don't know how to allow a man to lead.
Oh, I guess that's it. Shit, hold on. Oh God, what did I do? Oh shit. See, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. So this sent folks in uproar on social media. They talked about it on the Breakfast Club this morning. People felt some type of way about this clip. Wow. I commented under the clip on Shade Room and said, right message, wrong messenger. Because Cam Newton was with said girl for, I don't know how long. I think they got 4 babies. He never married her. He just left her.
Yeah,
so
about 12, 13 years.
Yeah, like
a minute.
You might not be the right person to be telling this to or saying this. People not going to listen to you. Dude, that ain't going to work. But a lot of course, modern day women don't like the you don't listen, don't know how to be quiet. They don't like that. They don't feel like I need to be quiet. I don't need to listen to you. And then a lot of men were saying, what do you mean you let you lead? You just lead. Don't nobody need to let you lead. If you're a leader, you lead. So it was a lot of backlash with, and then of course the cooking thing and the child, they wore me out with this one. They was mad. They was mad.
Okay, so to let you lead was a nitpick, because I know what he meant by let you lead. It means when you try to lead, there being blowback, kickback, like you bucking against it and all of that. It's like more like an interference, not a disallowance. You know what I'm saying? So I understood what he meant. And I hear what you're saying about the right message, wrong messenger. But if we wait for a man to be qualified, just because a man's not currently qualified doesn't mean he doesn't have thoughts to think and that he shouldn't share them. Because there are some people that are just completely disqualified, and there are some people who shouldn't have taken that stance. If you know that you might be receiving some sort of like backlash because of your personal self, you might want to chill and maybe be like talk to your homeboy, because if you close your eyes and you make this message Russell Wilson, everybody loves it. Everybody loves it.
Exactly.
There is no backlash.
Right message. Well, I ain't gonna say everybody loves it. A lot of women got a problem with that. Be quiet and don't listen. A lot of women don't like that. They don't want to hear that.
Is it factual? Sometimes women just need to not express how they express when they express. There just needs to be an understanding that now's not the time, here's not the place. And again, this is coming from somebody who, like, I understand the difference between men's and women's emotions and all that other stuff, but here's the facts. There's just times where you should not speak right now in this place, but maybe you should pick your spots.
And you have to understand that a lot of women weren't raised by men who have ever told them that. So even receiving direction from a man to them is like, hell no, I'm not listening. So like those are the type of women that most of the time stay single and men stay away from, because there's really no breaking that down, because you're just not going to get through to them. It's going to be I'm a boss bitch, you ain't going to tell me what to do. It's just going to always be that barrier there. So there's no way. So Cam Newton, whether he's qualified or not, when you're dealing with those type of people, if you're trying to get a message across to somebody who is very resistant to that message, the messenger is going to matter 100%.
No, it's true, because I do believe you have to be a certain kind of man in order to tell women a certain thing. Because to be honest with you, like, I have conversations all the time where I say things most men wouldn't, and men say to me, "Oh man, I wouldn't have said that, brother. You know, I would have kept that." But I don't. But because of the kind of man that I am, I don't receive that backlash. I get the, you know what? I never thought about it like that. And it is a quality that you need to possess in order to tell a woman anything. Period. Because they have to know you're coming from a place of love and understanding, not you the woman, shut up. They don't. That's not going to get it. That's not going to get it.
Yeah. And I think that's where a lot of women receive that from. They receive it from that place because it's very rare that women encounter men who are coming from a good place. And that's the issue. Is that the man's fault? No. These women keep choosing the wrong kinds of men and expecting these characteristics from them that they're probably never going to get.
Yeah. So my take is this, and I'm gonna, dissect this in a couple different ways. What he said was absolutely true. And it shows, one, where our society stands as far as, roles within a relationship and how to be in them, right? It really shows. So people that are upset, clearly you got an issue with roles. Your fault, and that's probably why you're gonna be single. So now let's get on Cam. Cam was absolutely the wrong person to say what he said. One is because think of what he said in the beginning. He says, I know what a woman is supposed to look like because him growing up with his mother and his grandmother, right? He knows what a real woman is. My brother, you was with a woman, had 4 kids with her, and then realized she wasn't the woman that you needed her to be. But you seen it firsthand what a real woman is, but you couldn't choose a real woman. Okay. That's in itself is horrible. And Cam has to kind of take the backlash for it. But what he said was absolutely true. And I say this all the time. We got to stop letting society dictate how our relationship goes. And we wonder why our relationships are in shambles. Why Black women are married at what? Less than 40% of all Black women are married. At some point, you have to say, if this is what you want, specifically Black women, if you want to be married, at some point you have to look and say, what is it that I'm doing that's attracting these type of guys?
Mm.
Right? Men have to be accountable for their actions. I believe that wholeheartedly.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to say, why do I keep attracting the same man in the same body? I did it. Like, I did it. Like, I would do it. I would say that. I'm like, yo, I feel like I'm dating the same woman over and over. I had to pivot. People always want to blame the other side, but never look in the mirror and say, maybe it's something about me.
Mm.
Hey, if you want to stay single, keep doing what you're doing. But Cam was speaking the truth. I'm going to give him that.
Absolutely.
Like, what he was saying was the
Absolutely.
truth. Coming
He
from
was.
him is kind of like, it's kind of like Steve Harvey, right? Like, but, you know, take away the messenger and take the message. It's like, he kind of speaking facts.
Yeah. I don't know, because I was listening to the Breakfast Club this morning when they were talking about it, and Angela Yee specifically kept like pushing on that, the listening part. Be quiet, be quiet, be quiet. Like, I don't think they're saying it in a bad way. It's just, it's a time and place for everything. And if you are trusting your man to lead, and he say, okay, I got this, then he got it. But I don't know why that's such a bad thing. I don't know.
It's a
And
bad
maybe it's
thing
because
society has
they
told
get,
us it's a bad thing.
Mm-hmm.
or maybe they used to Ray from the project telling them to shut the fuck up, bitch.
Which is not the same thing.
Right.
It's not the same thing. Like one is Himalayan sea salt. The other one is Lowry's.
Shut the fuck up.
See what I'm saying? Lowry's.
Who eats Lowry's?
That's the seasonings. All right, you got it. First of all, I
Not
don't.
no more.
I
I
eat
used to.
Not no more. Oh yeah, for sure. It went on. I put it on my eggs. Now it's only salt and pepper. Himalayan sea salt. You know, if you go, hey, babe, I got that. You see this? That's just, hey, I got this. I feel you, but chill. But Lowry, you be like this.
But they're so used to dealing with men that they can't trust. That's the problem.
But I also think that's a comfort level, right? You know what I mean? Think about it. With a man that has it together, right? There are certain expectations that comes with that man. Now, you have a guy that doesn't really have much going on for himself. You're going to run that relationship. You're going to tell him what to do. As much as you don't like it, it's a comfort zone for you. Because think about it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to level up. But when you level up and then you with the man that's like, nah, I'm not standing for that. That's not what we about. You feel some kind of way. Like, who you think you is? Yeah, that's how we gonna roll. If not, do you, boo?
Sorry, Wayne. Had to cover you up.
I didn't get it at first, but I got you. Say, sorry, bye.
Let me read it out loud, or y'all reading it?
No, we got it.
Okay.
Thank you, Michelle. That's I couldn't have said it better. That's it. That's it. There's an order to things. But you also got to understand, and I'm glad you inserted that element, right? If we there's this within the Black community, there's this bittersweet relationship with the church. There's a church being the centerpiece, but then you go to church and you question everything inside of it, not only because of the people attending, but sometimes the person speaking. So now you're like, how can I listen to this book if that man and this, like, so you go into question, but like, so the very idea that there's an ordained order by God, man, woman, child, God, man, woman, child, doesn't make sense. And the fact that if that man is not God-led, he's not going to lead his family correctly. He's not going to love his wife the way they're supposed to. The children are going to see the wife not being loved the way they're supposed to. They're going to run him up. So When things run in the right order, things go the right way. And even for those who don't believe, if there's a man with a moral standard he gets from somewhere, it's still same man, woman, child, whoever you believe in, man, woman, child. You know what I'm saying? There's a discipline. There's a strong, steady love, a consistent love, like a reliable love. You know what I'm saying? Like that is something. First of all, there needs to be more men that hang their hat on that, being a reliable love. When your person looks at you, they should know a few things. His love is constant. His love is consistent. When my daughter looks at me, she's like, I can trust him. I believe in him because he's never failed me. And that's what men need to focus on projecting. But too many think that they get game and they can treat women however they want. I've seen it. I love and admire, and I mean the word love. I love and admire a man that can gain capitally and treat his wife like he has absolutely nothing. Because that's a different posture. That's a different kind of love. I don't care what's in my bank account. I'm gonna love you like you're the only you, like you are my bank account. You are. My love for you is my bank account. And that's what men need to focus on. But they don't. They focus on the capital. I got this. You got to shut up because I got this and you ain't got nothing or whatever. It just needs to be a change of mind. Everybody needs to be accountable, just like Adrian said earlier. When I look in the mirror in the morning, I'm pretty sure when he looks in the mirror in the morning, he's like, you got to do this thing today. You got to build off of what you did yesterday. There's a personal thing that you tell yourself to get you out there and to go get it. And I don't think most men do that with being that consistent, reliable love in mind. So then you got these women who, I'm not going to shut up for you and all this other stuff. Oh, right. That's just.
And I think also like it's so like we got so much work to do. It's exhausting at sometimes. But right now, the way the world is, there is no order at all. It's anything goes. You go with the flow. You could do what you want. Everybody's opinions matter. Everybody's equal. You can't discriminate against nobody. Like everybody's offended. So there's no order in anything. So just the smallest thing that people don't agree with, it's like, okay, now we all out of control. There's just no discipline, no order, no anything right now. Everything is out of order. So when you got these people up here talking about their like relationship gurus, giving advice on this and that, I'm like, no. Y'all better listen. Whatever's happening in your relationship, work on that. Keep it to yourself. Whatever worked for y'all, work for y'all. Ain't nobody no expert in nothing that they ain't involved in. So like all that other stuff, like these kids out here really don't even appreciate or value love or relationships. They don't even value friendships for real. They don't know anything about loyalty, none of that. They just living in a alternate reality and don't think things are like they living so fast. And they don't appreciate anything. So it's like, will we ever get back to the real family unit? What will really help build the Black community back to a strong foundation of the father, mother, and child? Or are we going to keep making these broken homes baby mamas, baby daddies? I don't know. You ain't lying. They don't value life at all. You would think it's a video game out here, the way they dying. It's sad. I don't know. But I agree with you, Adrian. I think Cam was spot on. I hate that he's the one that said it. but I think he was spot on. And I don't know how to get through to the young girls because they really don't. I don't feel like they value themselves like they should in the manner, like the way he said it. They value what they look like more than what they are or who they are. Because they think because they're young, that's everlasting. and that's all they have to offer. And because Instagram shows me that this many people liked what I look like, but they ain't never had no conversation with me, so I don't really have to offer much else. So, but I don't know. Hopefully we can turn the tide. But we will move on to our next topic since we're talking about all of these crazy people in the world. Why is it so difficult to cut off toxic people? What do y'all consider toxic?
Anybody that drinks from you more than they pour. Pause. Anybody that anybody that takes from you more than they give. That's in a nutshell. That's how I would define it. But most toxic people that we know, they come from a time in our lives when we were as equally toxic. And then we grow past that, because I'm pretty sure that there were some people that cut us off, but we didn't even know it because we was too busy being toxic and narcissistic in our thinking that we got cut off and we didn't even know it. But then, like, as we grow, we got these people and we have this false sense of loyalty that we feel like if we leave somebody behind, that makes us fake and phony, and the guilt trips ensue. And I really, and in the keeping of the we all we got kind of sense, I feel like it's mostly in impoverished communities. I'm not even going to say just Black, because I've seen white people hold on to too many toxic people for too long. I've seen Hispanics do it. I've seen everybody do it. But like, we just feel a false sense of a loyalty, and we hope that maybe deep down we can influence them to like grow with us. A lot of wishful thinking goes on with people that we've known for a while. But that's true. In the YouTube comments, that the idea of toxicity is relative and subjective to a certain degree, because hurtful is hurtful. If it's harming you, it's harming you. There's no relativity, and this is harming me. You know, it's.
Well, I think I can kind of understand what he's saying, because a lot of times, and the only reason I notice is because, you know, I'll be watching Kevin Samuels with his crazy stuff, and a lot of women will come on there and say that their last relationship was toxic, and I'll ask them, okay, well, what was toxic? And it's really not toxic. It's just they weren't willing to work on certain stuff, and it's nothing. Toxic is not, like, they'll use that word so loosely now. So it, like, sometimes it's just like, you just didn't want clean shit. Like, you was dirty. Like, you just was lazy. It was something simple that could have been fixed in the relationship. It wasn't actually toxic. So, I mean, I think some people, they use that word just because it's a popular word now.
Like narcissist.
Oh my God.
Which doesn't mean man. I want to keep saying it.
You said doesn't mean man?
It doesn't mean man. Some of you hoes out there narcissists.
Oh my God, that's a lot of narcissistic women. Most women are narcissists by nature.
Don't say it again, but don't say it too loud now, because say it again, but don't say it too loud. You trying to get approached in Whole Foods. I watched your little show the other night. And what you mean? There's gonna be approaching me at Whole Foods.
To a degree, we all have a bit of narcissism. Yep. When we make things about us, we remain. Yes. Yeah. And then I think a lot of times we stay in toxic relationships and friendships because we think that we can change people. We think that in some way, something we say, something we do will make them change. Yeah, I don't. Isaac, I ain't gonna. Yeah, I mean, that's most of the time, especially if it's not like, sometimes family members, you stay connected to them out of obligation. and you know you need to cut them off because they're draining the life out of you. And then sometimes it could be relationships. But Adrian, what's your definition of toxic?
First of all, I want to hear him say that it's not hard for him to cut people off. I just want him to get to that because that's what I'm really waiting for. It's like, man, it ain't hard for me to cut nobody off. They gotta go, or something like that. Something smooth. I can't do it justice. But go ahead, though, my fault.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. I cut my own mama off if I have to. Like, bro, we talk about mental health. We talk about self-care. Like, anything that's in the way of that, I will cut you off. I have no issues. You know what I'm saying? I can love you from a distance. It doesn't matter to me. I just can't deal with negative energy. So I can cut you off. And so for me, you know what I'm saying? Being toxic is that just consistently draining somebody. They're consistently taking your energy and not pouring anything into you, right? And I personally just cannot deal with those type of people. No, I'm not dealing with that negativity. I got too much energy that I need to pour into other people. So I can't have a leech on me draining me. You know what I'm saying? I got a family. I got to make sure that they get my energy because my kids need it. You know what I'm saying? And those are the people that I pour into that I know can't necessarily pour back into me. So I can't have people just latching on to me, draining my energy. And we've had it. Like I've had, family members, man, I just won't answer the phone because I know when we talk, that conversation is going to go left. And I'm like, yo, I'm not doing it today. I'm not doing it. I refuse to. So no, I have no problem. Now, when I was younger, it was definitely harder to cut people off because I'm a loyal person. So if you ever done anything for me, I was the type like I would hold on something you did for me when I was 15, which you ain't done nothing for me since we was 15, but I needed you when I was 15 and I would hold on to the relationship. But I started
he just said that what you just said. That's what he just said. We feel like we owe it to them to stick around.
Yeah. But then I got to the point like I don't owe them anything. I gotta let this stuff go. So I started letting them go. If we circle back, we circle back. But I will cut you off. I don't care who you are.
Learning the word no is powerful. Without explaining, I just ain't doing it. No, I don't want to.
Like I love my mom. But like if I know we had like a conversation where I kind of like not checked her, but like I kind of held her accountable about something, and then like we end the conversation. If my phone rings 2 hours later, I know she got a response for that, so I'll just be like, go back to playing video games. Nope, I'm cool. I let it go. She's still on it. Chill. You ain't gonna spin the block on me with something I stopped caring about the moment I hung that phone up. No thanks.
People hold on to really bad, toxic people for way too long. And then it takes some real like tragic thing or astronomical situation to happen for them to cut them off. I'm like, you should have been let that go. They killing you. Like
people do it for love. And not only you do it for love, but that person knows the strings to pull to make you stay as well too. Right. And so that's why it gets extremely hard. And then people get to reminiscing about, they did X, Y, and Z for me. And that keeps you there. And they know that. And they'll consistently use that until the well runs dry. Until you realize, like, I don't owe you nothing. Like, I did this. Like, what are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? But I feel like in our culture, like, loyalty is super huge for us, right? So if someone was there for you one time when you was down and out, like we'll consistently like use that to keep them in our lives. When they've overstayed that loyalty, that situation a long time ago, we will keep them and we don't know how to release, from that situation because of that. Like, I don't know where I would have been if that person didn't help me in this situation.
That happens all the time with men who go to jail. and the female held them down. And then they come out, and what happens? They in a relationship with them. They don't even like them, but they feel obligated to be with them. I'm like, you could have just took her out to dinner. You ain't had to be in a relationship with her. Like, what? No. Yeah, it happens all the time.
Could have got an Apple Music gift card. Good looking. Good looking.
Like,
Appreciate you.
It ain't nothing that could debit. Oh. So what you saying, ho? Hey man, that was my jam right there.
I bet.
that was my shit too. Okay, so the next topic we're gonna go into, it caused a lot of back and forth in my inbox and DM because I just shared it.
Do I
I had no idea it was going to cause this much uproar.
Yes, you did.
I didn't, because some people responded with a simple, "It is what it is," or it was just a simple, and then it was a. I was like, "Well, damn! I didn't make the post. I just shared it."
Right.
So it says, when you ask a black man who prefers white women why he likes white women, he will tell you why he hates black women. Do you think that's true?
I'll let Adrian go first.
Yes. Yes. And I'm speaking from knowing guys, you know, in this situation. Most of the guys that I know that do not date quote unquote black women or have an issue dating black women is not necessarily because they're so attracted to, you know, other races. It's just the fact that their disdain for black women is so strong that they don't want to date them. You know, they think they're ghetto. They don't like weaves. It's just all the negativity surrounding black women when their moms is chocolate is all they want to be. I'm gonna throw it out there. But and they don't want chocolate babies. I've heard it all. It's disgusting to me, but like, because one, I can never not like me. I feel like you don't like yourself if you don't date someone that looks like you. So it's true, you know, and not saying all, because we know some guys just like women, period, right? Like it ain't even the fact that they don't date black women. They just date everything. You know what I'm saying? Whatever they can get, they date. But for the most part, especially the guys that I know, there's some disdain for black women that they have. And that's the reason why they don't date black women.
And if y'all recording, please record, because I'm about to get on my soapbox on this shit.
Should I just let you go first?
Yeah, because I'm about to get this shit out. You want me to go now or you want to go?
Go. Spit your bars.
So my issue, because the question was specific. The question was, why do you like white women? And I've never heard a man tell me why he likes white women. It literally is always why he hates black women. So the back and forth that I had in my inbox or whatever, it was about that particular question, and it was because black women are this, but that's not the question. The question is, why do you like white women? Because if you ask me why I like black men, I can give you a list of how great they are. They're amazing. They're sexy. They're chocolate. They're handsome. They fine. They got big. All of that. Everything. I can tell you a list of things that I love about black men without even mentioning other races. And I don't date other races. But I don't have to demean or diminish them because that's not who I date. My issue is, regardless to how many times a black man has done something wrong to me or has hurt me, there's no way in hell I could ever say I'm never dating that race. That to me is insane. And like Adrian said, that would be a reflection of who I am and who and I could say I don't like myself. I came from a black man. How do I not like a black man? And for people to paint a broad brush of all black women or any race as being this thing, being too loud, being too this, being too that, being too all of these things that they say that black women are, I could use that same description for all black men, but I don't. I came from a place where most men were drug dealers. Most men were felons. Most men were deadbeat dads. But I never said I'm never dating black men because of these things. It has nothing to do with the black women that they don't like. It has something to do with them because they don't like themselves. So if you're sitting around saying that you don't like black women because of these characteristics that you say you've stumbled upon in your circle, maybe you need to, number one, broaden your perspective and your horizon, the people you deal with, and get out of that little circle that you're in, because all black people ain't the same. All white people ain't the same. All Hispanic people ain't the same. Because I know for a fact, I know some amazing black men. They sitting on this panel with me right now. And I could never sit here and say that all black men are the same. And I would never date only white men or only Hispanic men. That's insane to me. But anyway, next time somebody asks you why you like white women, just tell them why you like white women and leave us out of it.
I will say, first of all, second of all, I'm going to be honest with you. As somebody who has dated, been with a myriad of women, I've never been asked that question. I've been asked the opposite, though. I've been asked the negative introduction. Why you don't like? I've never been offered the opportunity to, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's never been the why do you like? It's why don't you like us versus. So I think a lot of times when that question gets asked, it's so that a conflict can ensue. That's what I've seen. Also, what I'll say is, in situations like that, so is a black man dating an Asian, is that interracial? It is, right? Right. Mm-hmm. A black man dating a Puerto Rican girl from Puerto Rico, is that interracial?
Depends.
Yeah, because that kind of can't. They just got off the ship earlier than us, because so they're like black.
So, in saying that, what I have come to notice is we don't ever approach the topic of interracial dating very objectively. It's always we look for the conflict point and only focus our attention on why don't you date black women, right? I've never seen a man who dates Asian women or is with an Asian woman, and I don't see that same disdain. It's only when it's white women, and I understand why, but I feel like we need to be more honest in that discussion. If we're gonna have a discussion, let's have a discussion. Let's not ignore the fact that interracial dating, like if a black man dates a girl from India, wait a minute, that's interracial.
Wait a minute. So you wait a minute. Just to be clear, I want to make sure I'm understanding exactly what you're saying. You don't think that black people, women, whoever, have a problem with black men dating other races other than white women?
From what
did you see how they dragged Jeezy?
Did you see
how they dragged Jeezy?
What did he say? What did he do?
He's married to an Asian woman.
No, I know that, but what did he say something like about that?
No, just the fact that people was pissed off that he was married to an Asian woman and not a black woman.
I've ever seen that. That's the first that I've ever seen that. Most times.
I mean, it's dialed down now, but when it first was he proposed all that, like he's finna actually marry her. Oh, because you got to think, you know what I'm saying, what Jeezy stands for, you know, in the black community, and so you know what I mean, like what, like really, dude.
I've seen it with all races.
Oh yeah, they lit him up.
A black man. I've never seen the delineation. If you black and you a man and you ain't with a black woman, I've seen it. Them get dragged. Period. Across the board.
So yeah,
regular people and celebrities. I've seen it.
I've only seen it one way. So maybe you know, we all have our own personal experiences with things. But like even like being in Brooklyn, like when you're in Brooklyn, you see it all wherever. Like I said, you see a black dude with an Indian girl from India. Oh, I would also like to add, let's run it back. Let's run it back. White guy, black woman. That's interracial, right?
Terrible.
It's the outcry. I don't see it. Maybe it's because black men aren't as vocal and don't. Maybe we don't get the negative. Maybe we don't get the negative stuff from it.
Oh.
Maybe we don't get the negative stuff. You know.
I think because y'all don't. Well, maybe because y'all don't care as much.
True,
I mean,
I only care.
and you, and like if you, I think it's some, like she's saying, like some deep seated shit there too when it comes to black women and white men. Massa, it's a lot of deep rooted shit when it comes to that. I don't know, and it also depends on where you are too, like on the map. Yeah. Like some places is just more accepting of it than other places are. And I'm blackity black. I'm all for it. I fucked up when I was 17. Forgive me, but I love my daughter to death. I do, but her daddy can kick rocks. I just feel like how other cultures protect their culture, black people don't do that so much. Like other cultures are hell bent on keeping their race pure. White people, Asian people, whoever, they are hell bent on making sure their kids date people in their race. Black people accept any goddamn thing. They accept anything.
I think it means more to other. Well, first of all, you're right and you're wrong at the same time. When it all depends on what generations come here, how Americanized they are. Because some of these new Chinese that are coming over here, or like the Americanized Asians, the Americanized Koreans, like they are intermingling with everybody. And there was a time where you didn't see that. When I was a kid, I don't even remember seeing a black dude walking down the street with an Asian lady, or I've seen Hispanic. No, I know. That's why I said.
I'm talking about Daniel.
Oh, my fault. I didn't even see that one. I'm up here with it. Not true. Lots of whites date and that. Listen,
I'm not saying all.
Well, first of all, I'm here to let you know firsthand, Daniel. It's not very easily welcomed when that happens. You gotta go. You gotta go through this process where they watch you for a little bit, just to see if you ain't a nigga. Like, you know. But once and that's the even in I jest, but I'm dead serious. But so there are some families, there are some white. Now you can gather up an entire family and you can go from your generation and then 2 down and your generation and 2 up. And those generations above and below, you might have 2 separate opinions on the current relationship you're in. So everything is about perspective, where you are on the map, you know, all that. Because in thinking about what the South was, period, I couldn't imagine there being a time where that's still not acceptable right now, just because the South is the South. And I'm talking about the South, Crooked Letter, Alabama, Tennessee, Kentucky, like the South, they might still have slaves probably, I don't know. But like,
damn, you talking about Trinity, that's not white.
Who?
You talking about Trinidadian, that's black.
That's wild black. That's black and like Indian looking.
Like that's, yeah. I mean, just imagine my daughter's family her dad's family didn't even know she existed until she graduated from high school. Just let that sizzle in your spirit. They didn't even know she existed because she was black.
You not Papa Shango. You white. I thought you was Papa Shango, brother. I didn't know you was white.
Oh, I thought Daniel was white too.
No, I thought he was Papa Shango. I'm like, okay, well, maybe he likes to dress like Papa Shango. Okay, well, that clears things up.
Okay, yeah.
You should have
He
led
dated
with
Trinidad.
that,
She was,
Daniel.
yeah, they family accepted. Okay,
You
yeah,
got
makes
Papa
sense.
Shango in your joint.
Right.
You want us to believe you was white?
They all
Get
went
out.
on a group date. Oh Lord, Jesus, see, Lord, okay. See,
Tiffany, can I ask you a question? Tiffany, when he dated an Asian girl, unless he's done this repeatedly, like dated outside of his race, were you offended? And I'm asking for a reason. And I'm about to talk about my mom after this. Were you offended initially? She said yes.
She was. No, I'm telling you.
Oh, you know her. You know her. Okay.
Let me see what she said. Yeah.
So
your mom was offended, Wayne?
My mom, which she shouldn't have been, because I literally, I came through the door with you name it, rainbow, Black, Asian, Puerto Rican, Italian, Brazilian. I came through the door with everything when I was a young dude. So it shouldn't have so really you should have just been like, oh, he just gonna do what he wants.
She was riding mannish, rude and she
rude.
was rude.
Okay.
Yeah, Indians are not. I don't want to blanket.
Asians, she was mannish. What she was doing pull-ups at dinner. She was like a Rough Rider street workout.
Rude and mannish.
They can be abrupt. They can be abrupt. They can be wild abrupt. That I do know. Wait, which kind of Asian? Because Filipino. No. No. Dee, no. We just no stereotypes. No.
I mean, my mama used to say, she can't use your comb.
Can't use your comb. You can't bring her home.
But that was a stupid term because white people can use every comb.
Oh God, Wayne.
Am I lying to you? Have I lied?
I don't know. I don't comb white people's hair. I don't know.
Listen, they can use every comb. We the ones that can't. Well, I don't need a comb.
I don't even own a comb. Locked up.
I don't. But first of all, Daniel, don't say white face to me. No, don't say what. You know what? Move on. I'm sorry.
I don't know. I would just appreciate it if even if somebody asks you why you don't date Black girls, you own the narrative in that. Your responsibility is to go on to, I really like my white girlfriend because this ain't got nothing to do with Black girls. Can we stop being a part of the conversation of the bashing? Why we gotta be bashed? What she said? She never spoke to me, and she was all on him in public. He only ever dated Hispanics and had an Asian thing from his nail for his nail tech. Oh God. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Love who you love, but
right.
Yeah, but out talking and demeaning your own race. I don't even know how you can say it. And then one thing that kind of links to me when I hear Black men demean and degrade Black women, they always go back to Black women don't do this, they don't do that, they don't do this. But why would they if you talking about them like this? Like, what did you do to protect them, to make them feel like they could do? Like, it's just insane to me because I would never, ever, ever degrade and demean Black men that way. I just wouldn't.
Tiffany, what does that mean?
Why
I asked
he never
why he never dated a Black woman, and he said, "Mom, you met you."
Oh wow.
He said, "Have you met you?"
Wow.
Wow.
Dang, Mom.
Well,
Mom, I need you to you can't leave us out here like this, Mom.
Stefan.
Adrian wants you to go beat him. Pretty much. You should go beat him right now.
Nah, it's just no, it's okay. Well, the thing that we do know is that the mom is definitely the first woman that a son falls in love with. So
Mm-hmm.
You know, my question is, where is that disconnect? You was hurt, but you get it. No, explain to us.
Why she don't just jump on? Somebody sent her the link.
Oh my God.
Tiffany, what you doing? Tiffany, you busy?
We about to go
Come
to the
speak your
next
piece.
topic.
My fault.
No.
She said no. She said no. She just scold me. Like I can't. She said no. Like I couldn't get the cereal I wanted. She said what? No.
Oh my God, that is so funny. Oh, Stefan. That's hilarious. I think it's just an excuse. They were born from a black woman, most likely a strong black woman. I think it's more of a submission issue, and lots of black women are outspoken. Well,
But that's kind of leaning into a stereotype that, you know, again,
saying that white women don't, you know, speak up and right,
Not
like. So where's that disconnect? Because from my understanding, all women, you know, have their, you know, ones that speak up, talk, don't listen. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I mean, I don't like broad brushes. I don't like painting the whole of anything a certain way. I know that we all have cultural similarities and we were raised in certain ways that can be similar, but for black men to put all black women in one box but don't want to be put in the box is crazy to me.
Daniel, now that I know you white, they not. No, it's not that. I'm not. No, for real.
That's funny, Daniel.
What they not though? They not.
Where these motherfuckers at?
They not. That's why like whenever I hear, you know, well-meaning black men be like, man, just get me a white woman. They don't never talk back, nigga. What? Where?
Like all women are pretty much wired the same.
I don't think Middle Eastern women talk back like that. Like the ones that's over there.
Because they would get beheaded.
Oh, the whole head. I was thinking just a simple backhand or something. You said off with a
they'll
hand,
get
like,
beheaded. But women in general are the same. We're wired a certain way. And depending on how you were raised or culturally, you might have some differences in that aspect. But as far as in a relationship, women are mostly the same. Mostly. Now, these new hoes, I don't know. They a little different.
Not new hoes.
They're a little different. They are. They different. They think they're men. They literally think they're men.
And I was gonna say, these new women, they openly talk about masturbating, like how, you know what? No, seriously. Like
they
there was a time where masturbation is like, oh, dudes be jerking off. Now women are like, oh man, I'm about to go. It's 3:00. It's Rose time. I'm like, right? You said that out loud, like in front of people. You just gonna beat your meat? You just gonna talk about beating?
No discretion. They have their morals are out the window. But
I heard women talk about masturbating in the car on their breaks, on their lunch breaks. Like they be like, I'll just go. Like seriously, like they talking to each other in the break room. I got my AirPods in. I'm on my phone. I'm like, girl, I'm about to go in the car on your break? Out loud?
No discretion.
At all.
Yep,
you're right, Michelle. The roles have reversed, and they're out.
Hold up. Let me ask this question: does she like that the roles are reversed?
No, I don't think Michelle. That's the one she's the one who said the order. And
I know, but I'm really making a point, right? You know what I'm saying? We want men to lead. I know what she was saying. It wasn't necessarily directed to her.
Oh, okay.
But that's just the question. Is because we want men to lead, right? But we feel like the roles are reversed, and the natural order of things. Most women, if you ask, that's not where they want to be.
No.
So what's the issue?
Social media. Social media
Well,
literally has made women think that you got to be a boss bitch. I'm in charge of everything. I don't need no man. I'm going to do what I want to do. You're not going to tell me shit. Like, they really think that that's how you're supposed to operate in order to get and keep a man. And it's not going to work.
take that mindset and couple it with this new mental health wave that's going on. And you really can't tell them nothing because you can't even get in because they got to protect their peace. They got to set their boundaries. They got to keep from the narcissist. They got to rub their gemstone rocks together and burn the sage and take the essential oils and rub it on the wall in the shape of a something to, you know.
Think about what we continuously are talking about. Women want Black men to protect them, right? That is the simple task at hand. There's things that comes with that, right? So you want a man to lead. That's what protection. I don't know how you lead someone. You know, I mean, how you protect someone without leading them, right? I don't know how you do that. So if you want protection, there's some sacrifices that you're going to have to make, because there's sacrifices that men have to make to be with you as well too. Understand, man. Stop letting social media, stop letting these social constructs tell you what it is that you don't want, because you don't want it. Because ultimately we come back and we're arguing about these, we're not arguing, but we're discussing these points that women are unhappy with, right? But it's like when you really sit down and look at the landscape, what you're mad about when people are discussing is what you want. What Cam Newton is talking about is what you want. Maybe the wrong person, we discussed that, but it's what you want. I always say something simple, man. If somebody breaking in this house, who you looking at? Are you gonna get up and go see what's going on downstairs? Or do I gotta get the 45 and go downstairs?
Tiffany says they don't feel safe and they don't trust the space because some men can't lead themselves. But that's not the man's fault. That's your fault for choosing him. It is up to you to choose the right man to lead you. Stop blaming the man and tighten up your vetting system. What are you do? What are your needs, your wants? What do you want from a man? And stop picking these. Just because he look good don't mean he good.
Set some non-negotiables too.
And find somebody that you need. Y'all looking for motherfuckers you want, and they ain't necessarily what you need. But until women are willing to take accountability for their bad choices, they're gonna keep getting these men who don't lead because you keep picking men who don't lead.
Yes, give me 40 minutes. I just want 40 minutes out of my day. I feel you, Daniel. I just want 40 minutes out of my day to not think about nothing. I just need 40. It could be 20 over here and 20 over here. I don't need the 40 straight. Just give me some space. And I get my space, so I'm just speaking for men in general. I'm chilling.
Michelle, I agree with you, but at some point we have to figure out how to fix it. We know what the problem was. We know what they did. Now it's time to fix it, because we can't keep saying what they did this. How do we fix it? How do we teach our boys to not be out there running rampant and making babies and breaking and making broken homes? How do we teach our boys to respect women so that we're not running into these same issues with women not trusting men? How do we teach our girls to live in reality and realize that, okay, everything's not going to be sunshine and rainbows all the time. Sometimes you're going to get in a relationship and stuff going to be messed up. And how do you work through those things? How do we give them decision-making skills and relationships to where they last and we keep the Black families together? These things got to start from little kids.
Right. We have to stop passing our traumas down to our kids, man.
Yes.
We got to get them something different. Because you got to think about it, right? I know. Think about how hard this is, right? You growing up as a child, you have disdain for your father. But one day you got to grow up and be a man. How does that even look? If you don't have someone that steps into your life that can show you how to be a man, right? you already levels below because you don't even like what a man's supposed to represent because of what's been told to you and what you've seen. So now you got to grow up and be that. It's deep.
Yeah. And you know what I thought about the other day? You know how like I know y'all probably like in the barbershops and locker rooms and all that stuff growing up, a lot of the conversation was surrounded about how many women you could sleep with. It was always that type of talk, conquering, being a conqueror. I don't know. Daniel, maybe you could chime in because you're white. Is that same conversation happening in white households and white barbershops? White, like, is that how they teach white boys to be?
Yeah. I coached
don't
football.
know.
I coached football at a school that was pretty much I coached football for a school that was all white. And that's literally the conversations they have. It's not as aggressive. There's more implied because they don't have that confidence. The kids that I had in the small town that I had them in, they didn't have that confidence to say these things as brazenly, but they said them. So they did have that conqueror's mindset, like, yeah, I'm about to take homegirl to the winter ball and you know what it is, blah, blah, blah. And like there was a kid that was on my team that like they would do the same thing. They would wait till my parents going out of town. We're going to get all these chicks over to the crib. We about to do this, that, and the third. It's the same conversation. But there comes a time where they abandon that for the big picture. And then they go right back to it once they get their career started. And then they get married. So it comes in waves. It's not as prevalent because they don't speak about it on social media. They don't talk about it walking down the street. They're a little more discreet. But those conversations 1,000% happen. 1,000%. And then the older white men stand around while their boys are practicing or whatever, and I listen to their conversations. While their wives are over there sitting on the bench, lusting after the younger dude, the younger coach, the older white dude is over there lusting after the younger. It all happens the same way. It's just the style in which it happens looks different. You know what I'm saying?
And maybe I'm looking at it from more of a standpoint of and maybe it's a money thing. I don't know. But maybe I'm looking at it from more of a broken home standpoint. It's so many single parent homes. And maybe it's because white folks, that's why Roe versus Wade being turned over because they get abortions more. So it's not so many broken homes as black people because they can't afford as many abortions. But that's another topic.
Well, I'll tell you this. White homes get broken later than our homes get broken. Because what tends to happen is a white home will get broken after the kids move out because it's more of an image thing. So like after 18, let's say when your last kid leaves, I'll say 7 out of 10, that home gets fractured. Like I've seen it. Like I've seen it in the communities that I've been in.
But that wouldn't be considered a broken home then.
So they tend to.
You're saying after the kids leave?
Like that once that last kid, it's still home though.
I know multiple situations like that where what you're saying, they tend to do it differently. They're going to stick it out for the kids and they're going to make sure that the kids grow up with a 2-parent household. Now, once the kid leaves, all bets are off. And then that's typically if they, wanted to separate, they're going to separate. But you don't typically see it with them, that whole I can't really stand you. It's like, all right, we're going to co-parent in this house together. And we're going to make sure to get these kids up out of here. Once that happens, then you can go do whatever it is that you want to do and vice versa.
But they make sacrifices for their children.
Yeah. Yep. They make those sacrifices
for their parents.
But the crazy thing is, and I'm glad he said that 2 dysfunctional parents is not a healthy home because I saw that too.
Absolutely not.
They can tell. Like these kids can tell. Like they'll watch their parents like not fool with each other. Like dad sleeping on the couch or they're like a second bedroom that I literally saw it for myself. Like I went to drop a kid off and I'm talking to him and I'm thinking his parents is all Gucci and I'm like, he's like, oh, that's my dad's bedroom. I said, what you mean your dad's bedroom? He's like, yeah, they don't sleep in the same room, but they live in the same house and they present themselves publicly, but behind closed doors, it's all bets are off. It's like, no, like the wife is going on girls trips with her girls. They going down to the Caribbean, smashing dudes, and he's got a girl over 3 towns over. It's weird. Like it's just, but they keep that marriage together. It's strange because neither one is good. Neither one is good. Both are hella detrimental. It's where do you got to choose your hard though. Where do you want it to be hard at? Do you want it to be hard with the kids set, or do you want it to be hard with the kids having them? It's weird. There's still I don't know.
Yeah, and that's why I'm all for healthy co-parenting.
Or sometimes
I'm not about to be miserable for nobody.
So this is another flip side of that too. What a lot of times happen is they just engross themselves so much into raising the kids that they're not even really worried about, nothing else but raising the kids until the kids are gone. And then now they're looking at each other like, yeah, this ain't gonna work.
Like you.
I don't know you or like you. You know what I'm saying? Like they're growing on two different trajectories, right? And it's like the only thing we had in common were these kids. Now you want to do this and I want to do this. Yeah, you go do it and I'm gonna go do it. Let's just go on and separate.
Sound like what's the rich dude name? He was going on the vacations every year with his mistress, and his wife was like, "Fine, go." They just got divorced. The Amazon dude. It was Jeff Bezos.
Oh, Bezos.
It was Bezos. I thought that was Bill Gates. That happened.
Bill, maybe it was Bill Gates. Yeah, one of them rich white people. Yeah, like one of them rich motherfuckers. She was like, "Yeah, go with him, please. Take him." That is crazy. Yeah, but yeah, cultures, people are people. They pretty much do the same things. We're more alike than we are different. And yeah, I think people base their limited outlook on just what they can see, and that's it. Literally, that's it, and they make that fact for everything. And it's just like, no, everybody not like that, man. You got to get out of the hood. Everybody ain't like that. Yeah, I don't know. So, because I was told that all men cheat, period. So it don't matter.
People be peopling. Facts.
That's what they be doing, honey. And some people, and I ain't with it. Y'all can go people over there. All right. So Wayne wanted to talk about this depressing ass topic.
It's not really that depressing. It could be very uplifting if you allow it. What?
Oh, we got one more.
Oh, shit. Hold on. Let me get this off the
See what
screen
we got.
first.
When
All
you
right.
add-
So
Oh,
does the Black community shy away from discussing suicide?
I don't know if they shy away from it. I think they just don't talk about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just not a topic of discussion that we really talked about, right? Like, because you got to think, until recently, suicide wasn't really a big deal in our community like that. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't really prevalent.
Right.
So I think there was just really no need to talk about it until the last, few years, where we've seen a 40% jump over the last few years or something. Don't quote me. I know it's a high number. I think I read it was like about 40%. But either way, right? I don't think that. Yeah, I think we didn't talk about it because you just didn't see. Oh, Ray down the street, committed suicide. You know what I'm saying? Like that just wasn't. We was dealing with murder, like not suicide.
Right.
So
right.
That's.
So I feel like
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. Go on, my fault. Go ahead. You can go ahead. Finish your sentence.
I was just gonna say I can't think of anybody growing up that committed suicide. Just off the top of my head, I can't. I'm just thinking.
I do know a couple. But people, and I'm glad that Daniel said, was it not prevalent that people just not talk about it? And I think Adrian did touch on that. People didn't talk about it. But also, we do a lot of self-medicating in our community to kind of keep from thinking things.
I'm sorry.
No.
Listen.
No.
You ain't lied,
But-
Debbie. He said, that's funny. I'm sorry. I'll put that back up.
It's not though.
Sorry. That's hilarious.
But Debbie, that's exactly what I was gonna say. Like, but that's what I said earlier about that bittersweet relationship that the Black community has with the Black church, because you got that where we dismiss important things and we, trump up things that are kind of trivial. It's like, because realistically, man, if you look around, all of that behavior, all of the hypermasculinity, all of the the hypersexuality, all of the self-medication, all of the escapism, all of that stuff that is a detriment to us, that's literally us masking the pain of having something to get off of our chest. But if I feel like Adrian's gonna clown me, if I go, yo, bro, like, you ever think about like I don't know, like I'm struggling, like I'm really thinking about ending it all. And I felt as though he was gonna look at me and be like, what? Instead of being like, yo, what makes you feel like that? I'm gonna keep that in, and I'm gonna keep self-medicating. I'm gonna keep doing until one day I'm just not here. I might put myself in a position to have somebody kill me, or so I don't have to do it myself, or you know what I'm saying? Just there's gonna be something that I do to satisfy that feeling of not wanting to exist. But it's just, I really don't like that there is a generation of Black men who don't know how to talk about their feelings. There's a couple of generations that don't know how to talk about their feelings, and it's hurting us. It's hurting our girls. It's hurting our young boys. It's hurting. I see it every day. I just look at kids and you ask them what they're thinking. They don't even know how to express what they're thinking, and the thoughts are in their own heads. So what you thinking about? Okay, I don't even know, bro. What you mean you don't know? You were sitting there mad quiet. There was nothing. There was you were thinking something. And it's just, I don't know. But that's it was a simple question, simple answer.
It's sad because we're watching it unfold live on TV shows. We're watching things unfold in front of us, and people are laughing at it. People think it's funny. Folks are literally falling apart and don't know how to tell people they're falling apart, but they're showing us that they're falling apart. And people think it's funny. People think,
right,
oh, whatever. I don't know how many artists have killed themselves, even though their songs preceded that. It said what they were going through. It was telling you what was wrong, and nobody listened. You got Kodak Black. If you listen to what he's saying, the boy is traumatized. He's hurt. Something is wrong, but nobody's listening because they're being entertained. Like, folks are really hurting. Kanye West, Will Smith, all these people are really hurting. But until something actually massively happens, that's like, oh, then people pay attention. But folks are too busy laughing. Tyrese went online and was crying. He was devastated that his daughter was being taken from. He couldn't see his daughter. People thought it was funny. They don't take stuff serious like that. Like, mental health is real. Black people don't take it serious at all. Oh, suck it up. Figure it out. You'll be all right. You'll get over it. It ain't that bad.
I check in with my daughter every single day, just because this is that generation that bottles things up. I'm thankful that she's somebody who can express the things she can express. I don't do that. I'm like, yo, you got something on your mind, speak that. This is a judgment-free zone. Say what you say. And it's because I didn't have that as a kid. My dad he wasn't with it. He was not with it. My mom gave me the freedom to express. My dad wasn't with it. Like, so when I really think about the hurt that I see amongst people in my peer group, I'm like, man, all it would have took is like one person being interested in what they was thinking and feeling, and it could have changed the whole scope of them.
That's the problem. They feel like nobody cares, so they're not even going to wait. Like, I don't want to bother you with it because you don't care anyway.
So in short, fathers, hug and kiss your sons. Tell your daughters, give your daughters the freedom to speak their minds. Don't cut them off. Give them the freedom of expression. It's only going to allow them to be people who don't feel like they need to suppress. And I say fathers because we are the hub of that. Like, when I look at women who don't have the hiccups like in life are just fully functional. Like once you have their dads in their lives, there's certain markers that there's certain things that they don't do. There's certain ways that they don't be. Of course, there's always variables, but fathers are the hub of households. They're the hub of communities. Fathers, strong men have always been the hub of their community, always. Mm-hmm. And somewhere along the line, we stopped caring because these kids ain't listening anyway. Who cares? When my OGs felt like I wasn't listening, they talked anyway. They didn't be like, young nigga, you ain't listening anyway. It's like, yo, you listening? Yeah, man. Yeah, I heard you. What I say, and I'm, you know what I mean? Like there was a care and concern for your life. We become so self-centered. If it ain't making us money, if it ain't making me money, I don't care. If it ain't adding to me, I don't care. Hey, how about the fact that kid is gonna remember you? I have kids to this day that still hit me up and call me coach. I ain't coached them in football in 8-10 years.
Yeah.
It matters. Gotta stop with this hyper masculinity stuff, man. Like we gotta care. Caring is not feminine. Caring and expression is not a feminine trait. We need to stop pretending that, I leave that for the women to express. No. Express your thoughts and feelings and let it show through your actions. Please and thank you, fellas. That's all.
Said fellas.
That's all.
We need black men.
Mm-hmm. But at any rate,
Adrian, what you think about suicide, my brother? Are you high?
I'm chilling.
I'm chilling. I want to chill, but I gotta pee in cups.
What are we talking about?
I gotta pee in cups. I want to chill. Can I chill?
Yeah, you can chill.
Oh my God,
no, I can't.
That's funny.
I gotta pee in a cup.
Yeah, suicide is one of those rough things. I mean, I guess when you really think about it, I mean, I thought about suicide. I didn't want to live, at a point in my life. I felt like I ain't had nothing to live for. Sad time, dark time. I felt like, and I know y'all didn't ask me this, but I'm telling y'all anyways. You asked me something totally different, but I'm giving you something.
I do that. I can relate. Go ahead, brother.
But
yes, he does.
Sometimes we don't listen to our kids. We don't listen to young people and really pay attention and see signs of trouble in their lives. Kind of like what we've kind of been talking about. It's like, oh, you'll be okay, and not really taking that time, or you just avoid the whole situation as it is. Something is wrong with them, but you don't even want to have the conversation with them or kind of discuss things with them. So yeah, I definitely at one point wanted to commit suicide, and actually tried, being quite honest. But it's sad, that we don't really listen to people, see signs, or kind of like what Wayne said. It's like you tell somebody you don't want to live no more. It's like, man, shut up.
Mm-hmm.
People don't take you serious, in that situation. And I mean, luckily I was unsuccessful, but yeah, man, that's crazy. We got to do better.
We're happy you're still here because we need you. The world needs you. The babies need you. That's one of the good things that came out of the military. They really harp on suicide. They make sure they drill that into your skull. The signs, no matter what it is, take it seriously. If you think they're joking, take it seriously. Don't leave them. All that training, they drill and they drill and they drill to make sure you understand that this is serious. That is one thing the military does not play about, is suicide. And they gave us so much training that it's literally embedded in my brain. So anytime I hear somebody speak about killing themselves, I don't take that lightly at all. And it just happened a couple months ago with one of my siblings. It was on social media. Everybody was going crazy. we had to send the police to his house. Thank God he was okay. But regardless of how many times he does it, I will always react in the way that I'm supposed to react. We're going to go make sure he's okay. So, I mean, I know the boy cry wolf, but I don't play when it comes to suicide. It's very serious. And whether the Black community acknowledges it or not, they need to, because these kids are really taking their lives way earlier than you could even imagine. Like, even though we don't think the pressures that they have is pressure, that's all they know. We can tell them, turn off your phone, put your phone down. That's their life. They came into the world swiping. So they don't even understand or fathom disconnecting from social media, because that's their life. And that, like, we used to have disputes and stuff in school, and it was in school. That was it. Now that stuff is carried on all day, all night, every day, weekends. They don't get no break. So we got to really stop trying to project what we went through and what we know onto our kids, and really listen to what they're saying and meet them where they at, because it's not the same anymore. They got a lot of access that we didn't have. So they going through a lot of pressure that we may think is some weak shit, but it ain't weak to them. That's what they know. This suicide is for real, y'all. These babies is killing themselves for nothing, and because nobody's listening to them.
And they'll do it publicly, because that they have the constant eye of their peer group. They'll do it publicly and won't think twice about it. Matter of fact, I feel like that's the only way they would do it. Like, they'll let you know. They'll be like, they'll put it on their story, about to hang it up, blah blah blah, and you thinking, you know, and then now it's R.I.P. such and such a week later because you was playing, and we do that. Like, I don't like old fogies, and when I say old fogies, I don't mean age, I mean mindset. That same thing you was talking about. Like, oh, all you got to do is put the phone down, say word. That's like telling your grandma all she got to do is cut the soaps off. That's like telling your great grandma all she got to do is not go to church on Sunday and Wednesday and Sunday night and whatever other day they used to go back in the 30s when church was social media.
Yeah,
man.
And it's sad, like, when you feel like you are somebody that people can come to, and somebody takes their life, and you just question them, like, why you ain't come talk to me? Why you, like, you got so many questions, and you don't know, like, to know that somebody was hurting that bad, and they felt like that was the only way out. Man, that's painful. That's some hurtful stuff right there. So yeah, definitely got to be more cognizant about what people going through, and not being so selfish and caught up in your own stuff that you really take the time to hear people. And we
got to stop oversimplifying other people's problems too. That's another thing we do. It's so dismissive. We oversimplify the hell out of other people's problems.
Oh my God.
That's what you're going through? Man, all you got to do is, and then, all right, man, keep it moving. No, it's deeper than that for that person. Talk to them. You ain't in a rush.
Yeah, because just because it's not a big deal to you don't mean it's not a big deal to them. Like, just have empathy. That's it. Just a little bit of empathy goes so long. It's a long way. Empathy is so important, man. So important. All right, well, y'all want to do the last topic? It's a real simple, quick one, just to lighten the mood a little bit.
What is it?
What are your biggest pet peeves? What's your pet peeves?
Adrian, what peeves you? I need to know. Please. The short list, brother.
Right. I wasn't ready. Y'all always calling on me to go first. Like, y'all don't never give me no time to think about it.
You don't want to give me that much time. I don't want to give you that much time. I need you to right off the cuff. Freestyle.
I don't even know, man. Pet peeves. I don't. Yeah, I don't know. Give me a second. Go ahead.
So, ugly feet and misunderstanding what I'm saying intentionally. Those two things. Oh my God. Ugly feet and intentionally misunderstanding me. Peeved.
She said coughing up. Oh my God. I got so many pet peeves. It's ridiculous. I hate to hear people chew and swallow. Oh my God. Drives me nuts. I be wanting to kill my son in here. Y'all have no idea. Woo! I'm like, why do I have to hear you drinking your drink every swallow? Like, why?
Boys do everything loud.
Oh,
They be closing cabinets loud. They pee
everything.
loud. They chew
my
loud.
God.
They drink like the cartoon. Yo.
Yes.
Nigga.
Yes.
Mute
I
that.
turn around like, are you serious? For real?
Not swallow. Word. Thank you,
That drives me
somebody.
insane.
I can see that. Debbie, put that. I can see that. I can see that being because he don't like his time wasted.
I don't like my
That's
time
mad
wasted.
true.
Oh man, that is a
That's
huge
why
pet
when he
peeve
put
of
me
mine.
on to that beard oil and the beard joint, I bought it and I showed him that I bought it. I said, "Yo, brother, that's a good look on the beard," because I know.
No, because
Thank you.
people do that to me all the time, like all the time.
That's why you don't
Ask
give
me,
out free advice.
and I'll be like, "Yo,
Start
look,
charging for that shit.
people like always, like all the time." I'm like, "Yo." And
Adrian, when they say, "Can I
Yeah.
pick your brain?" You said you got to pick your form of payment first.
you know what? I'm right. I need to start doing that.
I
do
charge
not.
$500 per 30 minutes for a consultation. I don't give out free advice. It took me too long to gain this knowledge. I'm not giving it away for free. I give you nuggets, but not no whole damn session. No. 30 minutes, 500. I got you.
I mean,
You still ain't give us your peas. Come on, brother. You had time to think.
Debbie gave it to us.
Debbie giving them to you, Debbie, because Debbie know me. That is definitely a pet peeve of mine. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't like my time wasted.
Yo, Daniel got me dying. I'm
sorry.
I hate people that get overly angry. Like, don't be overly angry. Don't let everything incense you. I can't stand that. That's another pet peeve of mine. Like, nigga, everything? You mad at everything? Like, everything?
All right. I hate unempathetic people. That bothers me. So that means you're self-centered, self-absorbed. I can't stand it. I hate it. Tiffany, well, maybe you need to relax.
You need to, Mom, yo. And you'll get it with the hand gesture. Yo.
Pet peeve. I don't like trauma bonding. It's a pet peeve of mine. You know, I guess because you kind of over it. And it's basically because this is what we're talking about. Being who we want to be, building the culture that we want to build, you know, the community. Like, I can think of times that I used to, you know, we would trauma bond. Like, I talk about how bad, like, I got a whooping, right? And we comparing the notes of like, no, I got whooping worse than you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that, right? Or my life is worse than yours, you know, because this happened to me and that. Like, no, that's a pet peeve of mine. I hate that because it's like we're glorifying negativity, right? We're glorifying bad things that happen in our lives, and we're using that to say you're not as good as me because you didn't grow up as bad as me. You really think about that, that's horrible. I hate that.
Stupid. You see what your wife put up here?
Yo.
So
hold up. Let me talk about this real quick. Debbie should give me the Patience Man Award of the Year because I tell you, my wife leaves everything open. I done dropped so much stuff because I pick stuff up and it's open and I dropped it because she hasn't tightened it, or you know what I mean? Like, she leaves everything open. Soaps, like she leaves everything open.
That would drive me crazy. Insane.
Open. Everything open. I cut off lights behind her. I close everything behind her. Like, and I don't even say nothing. So, and that's when it's like, I'm a patient person. I don't even say something to her half the time about it. Like, I'm just going behind, shutting it off, closing it, shutting it off, closing it.
We're gonna hit
I
some
would
of these
lose
things
it.
up. Asking to try my food. No. Get
I don't
your
mind
hand out
that.
there.
You don't share your food?
I don't
What?
mind that.
I
Yeah,
love
you
sharing calories.
run me something off your plate too.
I love sharing calories.
I would also like to
Oh,
add.
Tiffany, your little business. You got
I'm
your
gonna
little
laugh at Tiffany
business.
real quick, but Tiffany, ain't you? And you can say no if you want, but I don't believe you. Don't you be like, oh, like to a dude, oh, they go your little friend. Like, don't y'all be? I know it's not the same, but it's still the same. They go your little friend.
When somebody say, "Oh, you think you cute?" No,
I do.
you think I'm
You
cute.
think I'm cute. Right.
You definitely think I'm cute.
You think I'm cute. I didn't say
Wait a minute.
anything. You
My
said
mom loves
you
to
think
open
I'm
cereal.
cute.
Even if there's another that's already open, she'll tear another one open. We miss.
That's
Yeah,
how you
open
eat
two
cereal,
cereal
bro.
boxes at the same time.
You came up rough. Wasn't we talking about that?
Damn, y'all.
Yeah, yo, that's that struggle right there.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, you better open that cereal, but I want this one.
It took a while for me to break that. Like, yo, I'm gonna keep it a buck. It took a while for me to break that. Like, that did something to my soul, seeing multiple boxes of cereal open at one time in my house for a minute. Debbie look at me like, boy, sit down. Like, what is you tripping on? I'm like,
Eating
Debbie,
this goddamn
we
cereal.
still got Captain Crunch in here. Why did you open the Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
Oh my
Right?
god.
Like, why are you doing this? I had to
Why
get
do you
over
have
that.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch in your house? But anyway, Mackenzie got me out of that habit real quick. And she was like, you heard what I
better
said.
have
Why
Cinnamon
is
Toast
Cinnamon
Crunch
Toast
in there?
Crunch in your
This is
house?
the same guy that likes tricks. So
And that's some terrible ass cereal.
that's the worst cereal ever, bro.
It's not the worst. It's not the worst.
What's worse? What's worse
This
other
is
than regular
nasty.
cornflakes?
Lucky Charms.
Ew.
Lucky Charms.
What?
Lucky Charms.
Get him
is
out of
better than
here.
tricks.
Get him out of here. Lucky
Bro,
Charms. I got
nothing-
like double boxes of Lucky Charms in my cabinet right
Bro,
now.
You got a
nothing
double
is worse
son.
than Tricks.
You got to tell me. You yes.
He likes Cinnamon Toast Crunch and Captain Crunch.
I'm not doing this. But yeah, hold on. No, I'm direct. No little friend. That hole over there. I got you. I open all the cereal.
Tricks.
Oh,
Smacks.
ooh, they be putting their personal
Oh,
floor in the
yeah.
public bathroom.
Yes.
Ew.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, that's
I've
nasty.
seen that.
That's nasty. I keep it on my shoulder before I put it on the floor now. Ain't no way. And I'm not putting nothing on the floor in the public bathroom. Ew.
Ain't no way, boy.
That's nasty.
Ain't no way. Ain't no way, boy.
All right. Well, y'all, that was a great show. What y'all got going on for the week? Let the people know what y'all got going on. For the week.
Yeah, man. You know, of course, finishing the book, getting that squared away. You know, of course, what we talked about, revamping the website, got a draft of what it's gonna look like. So I'm excited about that. So hopefully in the next week or two, I should be finishing that up as well. April 26th, I'll be doing a training on individual development planning. And then I think it's April 28th. Don't quote me. I have to see. I'll be able to tell you next week. But I'll be sitting on a panel talking about learning and development and how we have pivoted, you know, since COVID. Yeah, I think I done hit it all for now.
Okay.
I should pre-order my book. I should be putting up a pre-order for the book.
You should be.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just trying to develop my content creation space because I'm gonna start shooting content again. Like once I get my schedule settled in, I've been in a creative place. I'm ready. I'm just ready to step into me. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm thankful to be here. And I want to say this out loud because I'm not a cornball. I want to thank. No, seriously. I want to thank all the people in my life, y'all, my family. Clara, I've been on some she's really supportive, and I'm really thankful to have met her and developed with her. And my daughter, she's always believing in me 1,000%. Look, she thinks everything I do is dope. So when you have so many people in your life cheering you on, you can't help but want to start to do things because it's I got to give them something to cheer about. I'm not just going to get cheered for nothing. So I'm just going to start stepping into mine and keeping it moving. What you got going on, Dee Dee?
Well, no, I'm joking. I will be in LA this weekend, leave out Friday. Going to Anthony Hamilton has a show on Friday, so me and my artist will be going out there to support and also do some work out there for his music. Probably do a photo shoot for the Core Queen, so be on the lookout for that. Monday, I will be live on Instagram with none other than Jay Lopez, the trainer god. We will be doing a live at 8 a.m. on Monday, April 18th on how to stay fit and sexy over 40. So y'all need to tune in, tap in. When I tell you this dude is amazing, he's a transformation coach. His clients get amazing results just like mine. He's been doing it for a long time. We're going to chat it up, talk it up, chop it up, give some great advice, some great tips for anybody out there looking to hire fitness coaches. Y'all need to tune in, tap in. I'll put it in the chat so you remember my IG. It'll be on my Core Queen site page. So we're going to have a great time, chop it up with everybody. And if you are by chance looking for a Money Train song with Anthony Hamilton, you might have to wait a little bit longer because we had a little technical difficulty and had to take it down. We've got to put it back up. So hopefully in the next couple of weeks, we'll get it back up on the platforms. But it's a fire song. If you did get to listen to it, check it out. All Things Money Train, all platforms. And check out the Core Queen. If you know anybody that's looking for a transformation, looking to get in shape, lifestyle change, the Core Queen on all platforms. If you're looking for a waist trainer or fitness apparel, check me out on my website, thecorequeen.com. Hit me up. And if you have any topics that you would like to discuss on the Battle Buddies, if you want to come on the Battle Buddies and be a co-host, please let us know. Hit us up on the number scrolling across the bottom of the screen, DMs, inbox, any platform. Let us know. Come on, chop it up with us. We love guest co-hosts. We love controversial topics. We like to talk about stuff and get it going. So y'all let us know. We appreciate y'all in the comments every week. Please share the live. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Please follow us on Instagram and Facebook and let your people know to come and talk to us. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. We'll talk to y'all next week.